So since today is my 18th birthday, which means I'm finally an adult, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I don't want to pay taxes. I thought it would be a fun idea to draw a few things from my childhood and talk a bit about them. Monster High was a huge part of my childhood, and I didn't really play with Barbies that often. I had Barbies, but I wasn't that interested in them. But when Monster High first came out and was released, I fell in love with the characters and their cool outfits and how they're not like the super like cutesy Barbie style. And my very first Monster High doll I remember was the original Draculaura with her cute little outfit, and she is still my favorite character. I'm sure she's many people's favorite character. She is like the modern day e-girl, but she's definitely my favorite of all the characters. Also really like Laguna, which I feel she is very greatly underrated. I think she deserves more attention. And I also really love Claudine and Venus Flytrap because she had such cool hair. And I really liked drawing Draculaura. I had to draw her. She's adorable, and I had a really fun time drawing her. I think it would be really cool to do a series of just me drawing all of the Monster High doll characters, or as many as I can. That's possible. There are so many dolls. And I actually still have all of my Monster High dolls, which is an overwhelming amount of them because I really liked them. Also, I wanted to mention I'm trying something a little different with the editing. It was just with this Draculaura part because this is where I could find the best clips. I have a couple of real-time parts that aren't sped up where I'm just doing some satisfying line art or like stripes in the hair and the fishnet specifically. It's just it's so satisfying to watch me draw those lines. It's so nice. But I thought I would put that in just so you can kind of like, get a taste of what I am doing and what it's like in real time, just because I can't have a full video of real-time drawing because that would be hours long. All this footage put together was it was a lot. Something I wanted to mention about this piece was right when I was like finishing drawing it, like the part where I was like, oh, I think I'm done, I looked back specifically at the shoes and I immediately was like, something isn't right here. So I'm sure plenty of artists can relate to that, where you just look at something for long enough and you're like, no, I have to change this. So her shoes were off. They were pointing in one direction and her torso was pointing in the other direction, and it did not look right. So I ended up taking a reference photo because that will save your life. I love reference photos so much. And I ended up redrawing the shoes to be more correct, proportionate wise and perspective wise. And I really like these shoes. I'm proud of these shoes. Can we look at these shoes for a second? I like those shoes. Those look good. Those are nice shoes. I mean, honestly, I would wear those shoes. I'd wear her whole outfit. She's got a really cute look. Again, I think she's influenced all of the e-girls to this day. I'm sure all of the people that played with Monster High dolls when they were younger have at least had some influence from their fashion. This one I had to put in the video. I have been playing Minecraft for a very long time. I think I started playing when I was 11. Oh my god. I've been playing it for 7 years. This game has changed my life. I know it's a little crazy, but this is a huge game for me. I still love it. I still play it. I really love building things. I'll put a photo up of something that I've built. But yeah, huge influence on my life. And it's something that is just really special to me. When I was little, I'd like to say around the age of 5, I think it was before I started kindergarten, My mom found a movie from the library and she rented it and she brought it home and she showed it to me and it was Totoro. And I fell in love with this movie. It is beautiful. I still watch it. It is, oh God, it's such a beautiful movie. And I fell in love with all of the Ghibli movies. My favorite movie is Spirited Away. I saw that around the same time I saw Totoro. And so surprisingly, it didn't scare me. I've heard that when people saw that Spirited Away when they were little, they were terrified, but I really liked it. I think I was more just like amazed by how beautiful the movie was. But that was definitely my favorite. I still watch those movies. I could honestly, if I had to only choose like one movie to rewatch for the rest of my life, it would definitely be Spirited Away. But Totoro is a close second there. And I really wanted to draw Totoro because I love Totoro so much. Oh my god, these toys are so amazing. And they're called calico critters, but I think in other places, other countries, they're called Sylvanian family or Sylvanian families, I believe. And I was always more of a fan of toys that are of animals. When I was a kid, I didn't really I hated baby dolls. I made a point in letting everyone know that I absolutely did not want children when I was a child. And these toys they're just so cute. They're really, really well made for a kid's toy. It is crazy how detailed they are, and they are like the most wholesome toys I have ever seen. And I had a lot of them, but most specifically I remember having a little white bunny family. I think it was a mom, and she had like this pink checkered dress and a little baby in a stroller. But these toys, I had the tree house for the calico critters, and all of them lived in that. And that is just, it's a good memory. I love them so much. The Nintendo DS was my very first gaming console, I guess you could call it. I had the pink one, so I was a cool kid. And it was actually the thing that got me into playing video games. I don't remember how old I was when I got it, but I was pretty young. And my favorite games that I had for it, I had a few games, but my favorite ones were Nintendogs, of course. Everyone knows what Nintendogs is. I also had Mario Kart DS, of course, a classic. It's one of the best Mario Karts there is because it had a mission mode, which was so cool, and I'm always so sad that they never put that in another Mario Kart. And then the last one, which is my favorite one, was it's not as popular. I don't know why, because it seems like something that would be more talked about, but it's called Super Princess Peach. And if you know about this game, you are officially a cool kid. But you play as Princess Peach. It's just like the side-scroller Mario classic game, except it has a really cute 2D art style. And you play as Princess Peach, of course. And she has this little sidekick, which is Parasol, and his name is Perry, which creative. And you the game mechanic is that you control her emotions. Yeah, not but I mean, it was a fun game. I really liked the level design, and the art style I think is super cute. It's very different from the classic Mario look. And yeah, I think Peach is really fun to draw. I really love drawing her. I want to do a full drawing of her for a video. Her, Daisy, and Rosalina, maybe. That'd be so fun. Yeah. I like Peach. And it was fun making this. I might want to make a sticker out of this drawing specifically because I feel like it's got a very cute aesthetic look that I think would be cute as a sticker. I've always been a fan of stop motion animation. I really liked shows like Postman Pat was super cute. I really liked Wallace and Gromit. I still do. They're so fun. And when I was little, I saw Nightmare Before Christmas, and that was very different from what I was used to with the cutesy look, and this was more of, it was still cute, but it was cute in a creepy way, if that makes sense. And I really liked it. I can also tell the influence that I got from a lot of the Tim Burton movies, specifically the animated ones with the sharp lines, and I really wanted to draw Sally because she's a special character. Love her. She's very well written. And fun fact, I had to look up a Halloween costume of her just so I could get a good reference of her dress, because there's not really any good photos that I could find from the movie. So that was interesting. But yeah, I really like Sally. Polly Pocket was a toy that I didn't play with as much as the other toys that I had, but she is still a very memorable one for me. All of the Polly Pockets that I had the very like early 2000s clothes, because you know I was born in 2003, so and it was the era with all the rubber clothes. I think they're still doing that, but yeah, I remember all the rubber clothes and how I never had two of the same shoe. I could never find one that would match. And when I did have two shoes that were the same, there would be another one that was the same shoe. So I'd have three shoes. And apparently I could just never have an even amount of Polly Pocket shoes. I don't know what's happening or what happened to them. But yeah, that was just a little interesting thing. I specifically remember one that I had, and she came with a playset that was like a rocky purple cliff, and it had a blue slide that she could go down. And the Polly Pocket had a green swimsuit that was sparkly and like white blonde hair. I don't know if it changed color in water, but I might be thinking of something else. Anyways, she also had a dolphin, and that was pretty cool. I just remember that one very vividly. Maybe I can put a picture on the screen if I find it. And I wanted to draw Polly in the box, and I also made her clothes look very rubbery. So I did some very sharp shading. And yeah, there's a lot of good memories of Polly Pocket. Her clothes tasted really good too. Last but not least, we have Littlest Pet Shops. Now, Littlest Pet Shops were my favorite toy, and they are the most memorable one to me. Specifically the one that I'm drawing. It is a little gray baby kitten, and it came with a little stroller and a little bonnet, and it had a little mouse toy. And this is a tragic story because one day I lost it. I don't know when I lost it. I don't know what day it was. I don't know if it was from me moving or doing something, but I just never found it again. It was my favorite one too. It was so sad, but it will always be in my memory and in my heart. Unfortunately, we're ending on a sad note there, but I had a lot of fun working on this. It was really fun to look back on my childhood and draw a lot of stuff that I remember and think about all these things. But yeah, comment down below if you want to see any of these as prints or stickers. I would love to make them into those. And thank you guys so much for watching. Bye!